welcome to a new episode of the Puma in the Cage. Tonight we have a very packed episode with new guests, news, curiosity, anecdotes, and all sorts. You can send us your comments, be part of the show. We will reply to you, or send us your thumbs up, heart, smile. Just let us feel your presence virtually, but let us feel that you're there with us. But let's start with the news of this week. On Friday, Priti Patel announced that shoplifting has gone down compared to last year. Has anyone told her the shops are closed? And let me tell you something. Apparently, home drinking has gone up. You know why, Priti? Because pubs are closed. Duh! Donald Trump made a very brilliant suggestion. He suggested to inject disinfectant to cure coronavirus. Have you seen the doctor that was there in the briefing room? She was priceless. I mean, I've never seen anyone more uncomfortable. I think she wanted to just slide down the chair, be invisible. I'm not here, I'm not here, I'm not here. Poor doctor. And you know what happened after he announced that? The City Poison Control Center managed 30 cases from Thursday evening until Friday afternoon. And that is how he came back to that.
Clarify your comments about injections of disinfectant.
No, I was asking a question sarcastically to reporters like you, just to see what would happen.
But let's go on a lighter note. Today is the 29th of April, so happy anniversary to Kate and William. They got married today, 9 years ago. 9 years. Wow. Let's have a drink. Sorry, Priti. The home drinking is going to get higher today. And on this note, let's start with the show. Here we are. Welcome to all my guests today. Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
So, let me introduce you to our audience. So we have Kristi Curtis from the US. Hello, Kristi. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
For having me. I'm doing pretty good. I've been, staying busy naming the spiders in my house and taking class photos of my plants. I'm doing great.
You keep them alive, the spiders? Because as soon as I see one, I kill it.
Yeah. Now they're alive.
No,
A welcome addition to the family at this point.
Okay. No, they don't survive in my house. Dead straight away. And hello, Ali. You performed at the Puma Londinese once before. Welcome back to the Puma. Now is in the cage.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Yeah, out of the cage it was fun, but I think in the cage it's going to be even more exciting potentially. I'm doing all right. I think I'm doing all right. But then I actually did recently dye my hair.
I
think that actually
noticed.
sort of screams panic attack and breakdown. So I think whilst my eyes and my mouth are sort of saying one thing, you can see that there's trouble.
But did you do it yourself?
That is often asked as in a question like, it looks like you did it yourself. Did you do it yourself? So, and you're right, sleuthing wise, you're good. My housemate helped a bit, but this is a self job. I didn't sort of sneak back in time to go to the hairdressers. So this is what we did. And it's quite an interesting position to be in as a ginger, in that you change your hair color and it becomes more embarrassing. So that's where we are.
I did a sort of an experiment like that about nearly 3 years ago.
I like that you're already calling it an experiment. That suggests obviously I will never be doing that again. But what you've done now is what I'm mistaken.
No, because
how did it go for you?
Mine ended up very, very badly because I had not super long hair, but they were like here. And I wanted to create, that platinum gray that is very fancy-pantsy now. And basically you have to dye your hair white. They have to get really, really white. If they are just yellow, it doesn't work. So I left the bleach on too long and I burned my hair. And I had
Jeez.
to cut them very short like that.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
So how'd
You
so
feel it
your hair just
burning?
was like, yeah.
Yeah, they were like, you know that kind of material that plumbers used to use to put in the tubes and stuff. So my
Yeah.
hair, they felt like
Yeah.
that, basically.
Plumbers and hairdressers, you don't really want to get those two mixed.
Yeah.
So I think there's very different products at play. So I think, yeah, I can see how that would have gone not well.
Yeah. But last but not least, let me introduce Radu. I see you very relaxed.
Hey, yeah. Well, I think this is what this pandemic is. It's sort of like a big spa for most of the world.
Yeah. Yeah, it
And
is.
I know a
think
lot
that's
of us are
important
worried,
as
but if you
well.
let go of the worries, it's just a big spa.
A nice spa and relax. And guys, let me start with the first question of today, which I also asked to our audience if they want to give us their answer. We can read those answers and read them out loud, and you can be part of the show with us. So, guys, this is a question that I asked to all my guests, which is during this lockdown, is there anything you do that you never done before? Okay, Ali, you bleached your hair.
How dare you? I might have bleached it before. No, I've never been this bored. First time. This is very first time hair dye style. That's the professional going for.
Yeah, but is there anything else that you do now that you never done before?
Well, I am doing sketches online, which I don't normally do. So let me just change my name to my handle, as marketing is all I can really do right now. And what a credit to society I am.
Yeah,
So that's
I
if you
saw
want to follow
some
me.
of it. They're really good.
Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate that. You said it just how I asked as well. Appreciate that. Yeah, you can follow me, and I've got lots of sketches on there because I like these guys, like you all know, usually gigging, so you don't have time to do that sort of thing. But yeah, I'm so bored that I've started doing that, and it's quite fun. It's all right. But then sometimes I'm looking back at loads of videos of me, like sort of just going crazy with my top off, and I'm thinking, this isn't comedy. This is not. What happened to you, man? You used to try to be cool comedian guy, and now you're like, maybe if I throw beans down my head, that'll be funny. But I don't know. That's crazy things.
Yeah, I know. And you, Radu?
I kind of, so what I haven't done before, this is what I do now. I wake up every morning at like 7 a.m. or something, or like 7:30, just because there's nothing like that I'm dreading in the day that's about to follow. So I just getting out of bed, the easiest it's ever been. Do it very early. So I think I think that's the biggest change for me. Is now I'm a morning bird. I go to bed at like 10 p.m. I don't think I've ever done that either.
You're
Yeah,
most
you know.
productive when you've got nothing to do.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I'm kind of the same. I go to bed, I'm exhausted, like about 10:30 in the evening. And then at 7 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, yeah, rise and shine. But I'm tired because I'm doing a lot of exercise. Well, a lot for me is like half an hour exercise in the morning. For me, it's already a lot. I actually had an accident today. I was doing my dance routine, and I fall over, and
Oh, no.
my foot literally flipped the other way, and I'm quite in pain, but smiling, and it's good I can do the gig anyway from home, even injured.
Right?
Yeah, winning, still winning. And you, Kristi, what do you do that you've never done before?
I feel like I've entered this new realm of like homesteading. I don't know if you know about this, but just like really getting back to, I can't say like off the grid, obviously, because I'm online talking to people right now, but like doing my laundry in the bathtub kind of stuff. And I live in a building with an elevator and a lot of common spaces, so I'm trying to kind of keep away from that kind of stuff. But I've been doing a lot of that, a lot of like crafting. One thing I noticed is that these bags that liquor comes in make, I think we all have a lot of these hanging around because I'm like, I have to do something with these bags. So I noticed they make for a great like rustic decoupage look if you want to make something look like it's coated in leather. I don't know. But I've been trying to get more creative, more like substituting things that normally, like with food especially.
Nice. But tell me a little bit. At the beginning of the show, I comment because you are from the US. We had this fantastic suggestion from Donald Trump to let's have some bleach. Ali, you didn't try that, right?
Well, so I drank it. But that was, to be fair, that was to end my life. But they had the reverse. It went straight to my hair. So I can see how it works for him. To be fair, so that's how I took it. It's weird that that my bleaching has coincided with this nonsense, and now it's like you're taking the thunder away from one of the worst decisions of my lifetime. This is where the line has to be drawn.
Okay. But I don't know if you heard, like in New York, there have been 30 cases of people who actually injected the bleach. I mean, how dumb do you have to be? I mean, in my point of view, if you've done that, then you deserve to die.
Yeah.
It's sad that obviously I feel sad when anyone passes away. Very tragic. But at the same time, this is natural selection, isn't it? It's fantastic. I wish there were more people like this. They'd just be like, oh, if you drink bleach, you'll go, okay, yeah. And it's like, great, now the species is a bit better, so that's good.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know how Trump got in trouble for saying that. I feel like it's just a good prank on his behalf.
Yeah. I think too, I think I want to make something clear, being from America, the injecting is a no-go for sure. I went straight to colonics. Just right up the
yeah,
that takes care of everything. Yeah. Sorry, I said Cooper. That sounded gross. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry, we'll beat that before the end of the show. So
okay, good.
That's the benchmark for now. So, it's early. It is.
We really
are here.
Right. But let's go to our second question, guys. Again, audience that you are following us, you can answer as well. What is the most embarrassing thing you ever done? Radu, let's start with you.
Oh my God. So basically, like most of all the sex I've had in like my teens, I'm going to say like half of it from my 20s. And then some pooping and like as a child, and then like some peeing. I'm not gonna go through all the ages, but yeah, I think they're all to do with pooping and peeing and sex. Other than that, I don't feel like I make many mistakes.
Ah, wow!
Like as an adult, I'm pretty good, honestly. I think I made like an unsalted omelet at one point. That was kind of embarrassing, but other than that, as an adult, I'm pretty good.
I heard about that one. Pretty dumb.
Yeah, I should have. I forgot. I totally forgot. I should have just got some salt. Just after
I'm surprised you had the actual sort of cojones to bring that up today, because I thought you weren't going to go there about the omelet.
And I know what you mean. But I feel like I'm not going to have to face anybody for at least a couple of weeks. So I might as well come out with it right now.
I see. Well done on you. That you haven't done many embarrassing things. And you, Kristi, enlighten us. What have you done? Your deep secret.
There's so many, but I think, now that we have so much time to like be anxious about everything we've ever said in our entire lives, I'll go back to, in my early 20s, I went to Ireland and spent time, my friends went to Trinity College, spent time there, went to a house party, and we were talking about, differences between our cultures. So I decided to go on like a 10-minute long diatribe about how horrible Jerry Springer was, only to shift my eyes to the mantle of the host of the party, where she and Jerry Springer were arm in arm. And I said, oh, well, you must have met him one day taping, right? Like you came to America and watched the show from the audience. She's like, yeah, no, he's my uncle. So I was like, thank you for having me. Basically just a lot of foot in the mouth kind of stuff.
What an excellent plot for a Jerry Springer episode. That's great.
Yeah, it would have made for a great episode, really.
Wow, nice one. And you, Ali?
Well, similar to Radu, not the omelette. I've never done that. Ridiculous. But so when I was 12, I went to America. So the reverse almost with you, Kristi.
Yeah.
To Utah on a family holiday where we were like going around the sort of camping and stuff. And there was one point where we were going down this river on a boat, and like with lots of other families and people there. But it was a fairly small boat. It was like packed in. Everyone was there. And I had eaten something that had not agreed with me. But at 12, you don't have the sort of foresight to think this might be a problem later. You're just like, I'm living my life, let me just do it. I'm indestructible, yeah? I don't care, man. So I go on the boat. But now we're at sea, well, we're at a river. So there's no escape. And so we're moving on down. And then, it starts, right? The feeling of I am losing control of my bowels. And I like give this like wide-eyed look to my mom. If you can imagine, I go even paler than I am now. I would fit in with that wall, so you would just see a shirt. That is how pale I went. And then my mom realizes, and she's like, just try and hold it, I was like, ah! And then everything came out of the bottom of me on this boat where people. Oh. I remember this girl shrieked, out like as if like we were under attack, which in a way we were, and like everyone fucking. Luckily, we were sort of going towards near the shores. Everyone started just fucking jumping out, going to the like running, sort of wading, running. Luckily, the dude, the captain or whatever, the guy who was just taking the boat down, was like super cool about it all. And maybe he'd seen it all, or maybe he was like a veteran or something, and sort of got him back to his like mindset. He liked it, but anyway, he was super cool with it all. And then I just remember sitting there thinking like I'd ruined everyone's holiday. And what the most thing was, everyone had to come back to the boat. It was like one stop on like the 3 stops of the river. So everyone got off, and he was like, I'll clean this up. You guys go see the gift shop and stuff. I had to like sit in the river, just like let nature clear your shame. And then I had to sit back on the boat with everyone looking at me like, you're the kid that shits. That's your name now. I know you. You're going to be to my friends as that kid who shits. But these things happen. So
yeah, it does happen. Well,
fine. At least
go Radu.
I was gonna say, at least you didn't. It didn't affect you enough to become a comedian. That's fine.
Well, I shot myself a couple of years. I was so drunk that I shot myself.
But at least that's like a statement of your intent for that night out. I was trying to experience a holiday, a break from a grueling year 7 that I just had. I wasn't.
It's more effective than bleach.
Yeah. That's when my hair changed this color. I never got it back. Shock.
I don't know. The only thing I can think of that I've done was a little bit embarrassing, but it was a fraction of a second. Once I was walking. I was about 13, and I was walking with some friends. And at some point, I don't know how that happened. I kind of grabbed under the arm, thinking that it was one of my friends. But it was a complete stranger. And I realized that it wasn't one of my friends because the jacket of this person was a very fluffy one. And I said, what the fuck is that? And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. That was very embarrassing. But it was a very quick thing, but very embarrassing.
I've done that a couple of times, Romy. The way you get out of that is you go from grabbing their arm, you realize, and then you just have to make a citizen's arrest. And then they normally sort of cave in. They're like, how did you know? And then I got you, buddy. And then the police love you for it. But I'm like, but everyone's like, what a hero. I'm like, I'm just doing my job.
Yeah.
I'm a taxpayer.
Does it ever happen to you that I forget names? I'm terrible with names. Like once I bumped into a friend of mine, and I knew him very well, and his name is Paolo, but I called him Andrea. And I said, hey, Andrea, how are you? And he looked at me and said, my name is actually Paolo. I said, oops. I do this kind of things. It's just, my brain is completely gone.
I think I just got used to living a life without like addressing anybody by their name.
Yes, that's smart.
Yeah, there's like too many people. You're never gonna do it, and everybody's ego is so big about their name. Like it's a big important thing. I feel like I have people constantly ask me how to pronounce my name, and I feel like I don't want you to get my name correctly. I'd rather you do it wrong than me have like this conversation forever for the rest of my life with every new person I met.
But your name is not that difficult unless I'm not pronouncing it right. Radu.
Yeah, you're doing it pretty good.
Oh,
I don't know. It's not that difficult. Yeah.
Oh, can I admit something really quick about names? And this might go into the embarrassment part. But once I was having sex with someone and I yelled out the wrong name. I said Jay. I said Jay, and the guy's name was not Jay, but I decided to run with it, and so I just started doing an Irish accent, and I was like, Jay, that's right. And I just rolled with it. It worked, I think. Till the next day. And I got booted out of the house.
In those situations, I always call darling, my love.
Yeah,
my
that's
love.
smart.
So that you safe. There you safe. But guys, we still have a few more minutes. Shall we go with another question?
Yeah.
Yay! So,
what's all your names?
What? So, what annoys you the most of other people?
People getting my name wrong. No. Actually, I think you called me Kristi, but secretly I love that. I want to. That's what I want to be. I think Kristi sounds nicer.
Kristi. Is it correct?
Yeah.
Kristi.
Yeah.
Kristi.
Yeah.
Okay, off you go, Kristi. What annoys you?
I think if I'm going to be philosophical about life, I'm going to say hypocrisy. But if I'm going to be like brass tacks about it, people who chew loudly. I can't do it.
I agree on that.
Yeah.
People chew with their mouth open. I don't know what's going on. How has it got to that? How have you not been told or shut? Oh.
How does it not fall out? How do you get it in your tummy? I don't get it.
I hate it. And you know what? I also hate chewing gum. When people chew very loudly, the chewing gum. And like, for me, I feel that a bit of a trap. Like if I'm in a bus or on the tube, and as people maybe don't know, but I travel on a wheelchair. So when I go on something, I'm stuck there. I can't move. So it happens. Sometimes I have someone that is next to me, like chewing very loud. I just want to scream out loud. But yeah, and what annoys you, Ali?
So similar to Kristi, like the sort of existential answer is people who feel like there's a sort of like right way to live your life, like the the people who were like, why are you doing that? That's weird. Or like, I know they were so like, they said this, which is a bit odd or something like that. And I'm like, bro, they're just living their life, man. Like there's no, you're trying to like so fit into this like template of like, people do this, people who don't do that. That's so weird. Like, what are they doing? Oh my God. Like, I really loathe that sort of style of living. It really pisses me off. But then in a more sort of general thing, it's just smelly people. Why do people smell still now? I don't understand how you can still smell. What are you doing? Like, you work in an office, you have a shower and deodorant readily available. Where is this coming from? So there's these things.
Yeah. And Radu, let's close
I'm
with you.
gonna go philosophically. This is what bothers me. I feel like productive people. They make us all look bad. Every time somebody new achieves something, it's all of us have to feel like, okay, I guess next week I have to do more than last week. So yeah, we could live like this forever. We just agree. Let's just do like all the essential jobs. Take turn doing those, and that's it. We only need the essential shit. We don't need to go to fucking work.
Yeah. And I
But it's
think...
Yeah.
Go. Sorry, Radu. Go.
Oh yeah, it's just other ambitious people that eventually gain all the power and wealth and kill everybody else. So that's why we need to keep up with the fucking any sort of hard-working asshole that's been ruining my life up until like 2 months ago.
Oh God, that's funny.
That is brilliant. And I think Facebook doesn't help much with that, because you see all the news feeds of people, oh, I achieved that, oh, I achieved that, I've done this, I've done, fuck you!
Yeah.
I just want to chill and watch telly all day and eat, and that's it. Leave me alone.
Exactly.
And maybe skip a shower one day. I shouldn't have admitted that. Then we started talking about smelly people.
I didn't want to say anything, Kristi, but I'm picking some smell up in my headphones right now, and I thought it was...
Comes through.
Hey, I Febrezed myself earlier.
Imagine if one day we can also smell through the internet.
Oh
my God.
That would be terrible. But
Yeah,
anyway,
you
guys.
can smell every person that commented on the video.
Yeah, you could tell what the comment was going to be by the smell. Like, this is not going to be good.
But anyway, guys, we have come to an end. Oh, 30 minutes go really, really fast. I know. I would like to thank you very much for being on the Puma in the Cage. And yeah, and I hope to see you live very soon. Radu's going to have a nap now.
Thanks for having me, guys.
I'm waking you up, Rafa.
I know, you look so cozy.
Yeah, well, I am. It's been good. It's been good.
Cool.
See you all very soon. See you.
It's nice to meet you.
Bye. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Kristi. Thank you, Ali. Thank you, Radu. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. So, and that was the end of the show. And we will be back next Wednesday. And the guest next Wednesday will be Matt Roper, Steve McLean, and Daphna Baram. So stay with us. Tune in next week on our page. And have a good Wednesday, end of the week. I don't know what day is anymore. Anyway, bye-bye. Good night. Ciao, ciao.